There you go. Anyways, with streams up now, so yeah, this is just gonna be just a general casual stream. Nothing special. I'm just gonna be playing what I normally play, which is I've been playing a lot of Hyrule Warriors, so I'm just gonna be playing that. Gonna be doing I'm not be doing the main story because I've already done that, so I'll just be doing like the DLC stuff, like adventure mode and whatnot. Okay, I think I'll start up with just doing some random leveling up, but yeah, this is literally what I mean by a casual stream is, well, what it says. It's just, you know, talk about anything, you know, random stuff. If anyone does turn up and wants to ask any questions, they can. That's fine. I'm not bothered. Just, you know,
Yeah.
I thought, why not? I do a lot of Hyrule Warriors. Why not do a little bit of content on the side? You know, I don't mind doing this rather than like recording, because sometimes I don't always feel like recording, so I'll just sort of do this instead. And I might upload it to YouTube, I don't know, we'll see. But yes, for those of you who don't know what Hyrule Warriors is, it is basically Dynasty Warriors, if you know what that is. With Legend of Zelda styled, well, I was to say Legend of Zelda style gameplay, but it's actually the opposite. It's actually Legend of Zelda with Dynasty Warriors styled gameplay. But just your typical kind of hack and slash, you know, herds of enemies, just slash through them, which is actually really addictive. This game, it's actually very fun and very addictive. But it is a little, it does have its moments, and when I mean moments, I mean bad moments. But what game doesn't, I guess, really, you know. But
Especially a long game like Hyrule Warriors.
yeah. It's got, I mean, this game has probably got the most DLC in like the games that they've released at the moment. You know, pretty cheap DLC, but you know, you've got like 5 or 6 different adventure modes on top of the story mode, and then you've got, well, including you, assuming you get the DLC, then you've got like what was it? Then you've got several other characters. Then you've got extra story mode. Then you've got boss pack and challenge mode. So this game is really long, and they keep increasing the level cap. And you know, even though you can level up in this game, it's not like hard to level up in this game. It's not like an RPG where it's really slow and you're just kind of you know, you're just kind of wanting things to happen, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, let me just try something here. It's probably not going to work, is it? Okay, it can. Okay, I was just checking to see if I could still look at the chat while going on a different page, and I can, so that's nice. That's handy. Didn't think it would let me, but it does. Okay,
Yeah.
let me check. There we go. Okay, cool. So, I wonder if I can close this. I can. Sweet. Alright. That might help a bit. Oh. Wait, what? Hold up a second. What is this doing? Oh, okay. That's fine. That's something I want to know. I know there's a way to make people moderators, but I don't know how. I have to look into that. But
Yeah.
luckily we don't really need it because not too many people watch it anyway. So, but
Yeah.
I am a moderator. Well, technically I am the caster. So, but yes. Anyways, so I'm gonna start off with Link because I figured, well, you know, it is Link, Legend of Zelda. So I figured I'd start with the main character. Ironically enough, he is probably the best character in the game. So that kind of says all, really. But, well, you know, it is Link. Does kind of make sense. But, so I'm actually... Oh, I didn't change his outfit, doesn't matter. I'm in this Ocarina of Time outfit, which you can get by DLC, which is actually, it looks a little odd at first, but I kind of got used to it. It's not too bad of a model. We might not be able to see it too well in the stream, but right at the end of the right at the end of the mission, you'll get a close up of the costume.
Ah, yeah.
Actually, let me just quickly check something. Okay. Should be okay then. Let me just nudge that down a tad. Okay. So, in this mission, essentially what I'm doing is to rack up your KO count, which the more you rack up your KO count, like the more experience you get. And this one is just get as many KOs as you can. Once you've done this mission, you can just come back to this like as many times as you like for materials, because you use materials in this game. And also just level up, really, because these are really good to level up, because you've got so many herds of enemies and more enemies keep spawning. So it's a really good mission if you just want to level up and stuff. You can just plow through enemies. And like I said, it's not really that hard to level up in this game. And everything kills super easy in this mission. In this mission only.
Yeah.
Obviously, I know why they do it. Even the bosses, the bosses go down pretty quickly because it's just one of those missions. But normally bosses take a bit of a beating, but in these missions they go down really quickly. So it's just good experience overall. I'm using the Master Sword because, well, it's the Master Sword. But the only downside to this sword that I don't like about this game is it's very minor. It's only to do with leveling up. Basically, in this game you have skills with your weapons. Now, the Master Sword has a set skill, and that's Evil's Bane, which is literally just increase the attack power by 200. Other weapons, you can get things like rupees plus, experience plus, which is handy because obviously if you have experience plus, then you'll get even more experience if you use that weapon. Problem with the Master Sword is because it's like the only weapon, because it's the Master Sword, it's the only one of its kind. It only has one skill, which means I can't equip an XP skill, so you can't. It's not as easy to level up with it. That's what I'm trying to say, because you can't customize it. But the good thing is, you can also do potions, and one of the potions is an XP potion. So you've got that as well. So that's kind of handy. Anyway, here's one of the bosses. You might not see it straight away because there'll be a bit of a delay, but got Argarok from Twilight Princess. Yeah, Twilight Princess, and he's a little bit annoying. He likes to just spew fire everywhere, and it tracks you and stuff. But the thing that annoys me about these missions a little bit is when the bosses come, they all swarm you at the same time, and their like sprites kind of overlap, and they just get in the way. Like you're just trying to run out of the way, or move out of the way, or take out one, and another one will just smack into you, and you're just like, God's sake, get out of the way. That's the only thing I don't like. Like, you've got the Imprisoned here, which is from Skyward Sword, and I hate him in Skyward Sword, and I hate him in this game. And he just rams into you all the time. It's like, go away. Jesus. But, basically, when I kill a boss, you get a thing called a Focus Spirit Potion, and this is basically like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of just like a super mode. You're not invincible, but your attacks are stronger, you're faster, and you don't get knockback, because you get knockback in this game. But when you're in this mode, you take damage, but you don't get no knockback, so you can just plow through things regardless. And you also get more experience, more rupees, more hearts appear, um, more materials. So it's pretty good. But this is obviously you get a lot of focus spirit in this one because the aim of the game is just to KO as many enemies as possible. So that's pretty much why it's there, and you can get experience and whatnot. I like doing this one because there's loads of these kind of experience KO count ones. I like this one just because I guess because I'm just kind of used to the layout, really. And some of them are a little bit easier. So I like ones that are a little bit harder, only because you have like more enemies, so you can get more experience and stuff. Like
Yeah.
you don't get much experience from killing mooks, like normal mooks. You get a lot from killing bosses though, and you get a lot by killing like captains. Captains I basically mean like other characters like Ganondorf. Like you might have to fight Ganondorf, and Ganondorf will
Oh
give you a
yeah.
lot of experience and stuff. Um, so yeah, that's kind of cool. Um, yeah, the reason why I don't like Imprisoned in this game, more so, is because he has attacks that he doesn't even have in Skyward Sword. This Laura 9. He's got like this lightning attack, and he, if you leave him alone too long, like I say, he kind of chases after you and smacks into you, and he does that for a while sometimes. And you can't shield it. You can only run away, and he's a fast bugger. I'll tell you that. He catches up to you really fast, so that's kind of annoying. Um, and he takes 2 cycles. What I mean by this is, um, most enemies will have a weak point, and if you reduce that weak point, you can actually kill them faster. You do like a special sort of like a KO move sort of thing,
Yeah.
and that does like a lot of damage. You have to do this to bosses. You have to do this to kill them quickly. Um, but the problem is, with other bosses, you can sometimes kill them in one cycle. You diminish the weak point and they go down. The imprisoned, he won't let you no matter what you do. You can only go halfway, and then he'll basically say, "Nope, I'm going to start ramming into you," and there's nothing you can do about it. You just have to run away, wait till we finish, and then come back and hit him again. So he's kind of long-winded. That's another reason why I don't like him. You can't just finish him off straight away. But there you go. I suppose they had to add some sort of giant boss. They could have they could have done something else, but
Can't be too easy.
well,
Gotta have some challenge.
yeah. Well, the problem with this game is that some of these challenges is kind of bullshit. Really, it's if anyone has played Dinosaur Warriors, it's you versus everyone. And I literally mean you versus everyone. Your allies do jack shite to help you. They are so rubbish. Very rarely do they actually do anything. And the thing that makes me laugh is that some of these missions, you get to a certain point and they're like, oh, you've defeated this captain. Zelda's going to go off and go fight the other captain. And so she goes off, and then she gets her ass kicked because she can't do anything. And you're like, oh, I thought you were supposed to go after the captain. Well, I guess I have to do it again then. So I have to go and save her. So it's just kind of funny, really, that they kind of justify themselves. They're like, I can do this. I'm good. And then they just completely fuck up anyway. So it's just like, yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah.
there you go. It's one of those games. But one thing I do like about the Master Sword is, if anyone's played like the 2D Zelda, or even like Link Between Worlds, or Link to the Past, you've got like a sword beam in that game with the Master Sword. Well, you get
Yeah.
the sword beam in this game as well, which is awesome because you can just kind of sit back and just do like sword beam damage from afar, and that clears a hell of a lot of enemies. The only problem with this is it follows the logic of every other Zelda game. If you get hit, you lose it. So don't get hit if you want to keep that sword beam. That's the only downside. But it's still a pretty good weapon. Link's the reason why he's so good in this game is because his moves are good for taking out herds of enemies, and they're also good for taking on one-on-one enemies. Whereas other characters, like say Impa, I don't like Impa because she's kind of orientated to face one-on-one enemies and not a group of enemies. So if you're stuck using Impa when you've got a herd of enemies, it's awkward to hit a load of enemies at the same time because that's just not what she's built for.
Ah, right.
But there's nothing you can do about it if they're kind of forcing you to do it, sort of thing. But there you go. But that's why I like Link because he's overall perfect, I guess. He's suited for everything, which is I guess makes sense because it is Link. But
It's a jack of all trades.
yeah, pretty much, pretty much. But yeah, victory. You don't get anything. You don't win anything once you've done a mission. So literally, this is just for leveling up and whatnot. But you get materials and whatnot. Yeah, here you go. You'll see. You'll soon see Link's Ocarina of Time model in a minute. But it's not too bad. Some of these models are kind of jarring to look at. Like, I just look at it and I'm like, they're trying to go for the whole shininess of the model and it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Zelda. Zelda kind of looks bad. I don't really like her Ocarina of Time costume. It just doesn't. It doesn't fit her. If I'm honest. But actually, Impa looks very weird. She has an Ocarina of Time outfit, and that looks really, really, really. I don't know. It just looks odd. It looks bad. I don't like it. It's really bad. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna check how many levels I went up actually. Oh, I went up 5 levels. That's not bad for one cycle.
What does leveling up actually do then?
Well, it does what you'd expect, like in RPG logic. It makes you stronger.
Right.
It doesn't increase your defense though. Basically, the how defense works in this is you have a thing called badges. I'll actually quickly show you. If you go to the badge market, you have things like attack badges, so you can increase your strength and whatnot. You have defense badges. Now, the defense badges are the only things you can do to actually increase your defense in this game. Like you'll have a resilience to fire type characters or fire type. How do I call them? Fire type maps, that's it. Or, you might have resistance to, say, like, I expect, because Link's a light character, I expect that he's going to have a weakness of dark. So I tend to try and increase characters like Zelda and Link, because they're light orientated characters. I tend to increase their darkness. So like, I've got the mirror shield, and that basically means that he takes less damage from darkness elemented, stages and whatnot. If I'm fighting, say, Ganondorf won't do as much damage as he could do. Let's just say that. And you've got like assist badges. Assist badges, I don't really care for these because they don't really do much. The only one I like is Farah's Wind, because most of the missions you have to like what's the word? You have to rescue keeps, and what Farah's Wind does, it actually makes it easier to free keeps and stuff. So that's the only reason why I like it. I don't like the other ones. They're just like weapon power-ups. Like you've got bombs, you can power up your bombs, you can power up your hook shot. I very rarely use power-ups in the game. There's no real need to use them. You have to use them in story modes, but they don't really do too much in terms of damage. They're just kind of there. You have to use them on bosses. That's the only real reason.
Yeah.
But yeah. Level up, basically, it gives you more hearts as well. So it's almost like a free heart container. So you get more health. Your attack goes up, and I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, your strength goes up, and you get more health. But your defense unfortunately doesn't increase or anything. So
yeah.
But the only thing I would have liked is perhaps maybe you were a bit faster in this game, because some characters are very, very slow. And I don't mean like their moves. I mean when they run, because you have to run a lot of back and forth in this game. And some characters I'm trying to think who's slow. Midna. Midna's incredibly slow in this game. Her oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Um, her attacks are really good, but her speed is very slow, which is ironic because when she runs, she summons Twilight Link. Well, I mean by Twilight Link, I mean Twilight Wolf Link, like a mirror of him, and she's riding on top of him like she does in Twilight Princess. But because there's no dash attack in this game, you can't run faster with Midna, so you can't dash like you do in Twilight Princess. You can just run casually, and that's so slow. And it doesn't help when you have to go and rescue a keep because if you're so slow, you sometimes can't make it in time, and then you get a game over, which is really annoying. And you can't do nothing about it if it's a slow character like Midna because she's just slow. You know, if you feel Link runs hell of a fast, so he can just kind of zip through. But Midna really slow. So it's just kind of like you can't really do nothing about it though. That's the thing. But there you go. Anyway, I know what I'll do. I'll let you decide. I've got the character select up screen. I'll let you decide who you'd like me to use next.
Um,
I'll go through the list. I've got Link. Of course, I won't do Link because I've already done it.
yeah.
Got Impa. Got Sheik. Lana. She's a new character in this game. She does like spells and stuff. Zelda, of course. I will say I love her model in this game. It's really good. Ganondorf, of course. Darunia, Ruto, Agatha, Midna, Zant from Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
Fi, Girifaram. Where are we? Sia, she's a new character as well. Volga, which is basically Ocarina of Time Bulgaria. If you remember the dragon from Ocarina of Time,
Yeah.
but he's in human form, so that's interesting.
Alright.
We've got Wizro, which is literally Wizro, an actual Wizro. Twilight Midna. I don't know why she's in the game, but she is. I mean the true Twilight Midna, the actual princess one. She's in
Yeah.
the game. We've got Kid Link, which is basically Majora's Mask Link, and we've got Tingle. So,
Glad Tingle.
all right.
I just want to see what he's
Tingle,
like.
tingle, tingle. Okay, so right. First things first, I'll go to his badges, see if I've got any defense that I could do. He, as you did kind of expect, Tingle's a joke character. He really is. He is quite funny, but I don't know how I do well on a mission with him because I haven't used him on an actual like proper mission. Um,
Uh,
I don't think he'd do too well because some of his attacks are a little lackluster, but they're funny. So what I'm doing here is I'm using materials that I've gathered up. Again, it doesn't take much to gather materials because when you kill an enemy, they normally drop them anyway. So you just run and pick them up.
Yeah.
Um, and if you do a rack up KO count, they give you lots of materials, so you could just run and just grab as many as you can. So I'm doing an experience potion to help Tingle level up. He's only level 40, only because I haven't really bothered to level him up.
yeah.
Another thing you could do to level up in this game is that you can pay to level up your character, which I actually think is quite interesting. I don't think I've ever played an RPG where you can pay to level up. I mean, I haven't personally. Um, but of course, it costs a lot of rupees if you want to do it that way. But
Yeah.
like we've got Agatha. I don't think I even said Agatha, but I don't know why. But I don't like Agatha in this game. But she at first when I saw her, I was like, what is she? I can't remember where she's from, but she's from Twilight Princess, and she's the bug girl. I only spoke to her once in Twilight Princess, and that was it, because
Yeah.
she wanted me to collect bugs. I don't know. Again, I don't know why she's in the game. She can't fight. She's terrible. She's absolutely terrible. Um, she tries to summon beetles and stuff. I mean, it's an interesting idea, but like she's not a fighter, and she's really not that good in this game. So I don't like using her. I really don't. But anyway, but I don't know what I was gonna say now, but it doesn't matter. But yeah. So anyway, you can only do like one potion per mission. So I've done that. Yeah, you can level up your character by going to the training dojo and pay for it, but that's cost a lot. I'm probably going to do that with Agatha because I really don't like her, so I'll probably just pay to level her up
Yeah.
at some point. But you can also fuse weapons together, actually. Basically, because like I said, like I mentioned before, you get like badges.
Yeah.
And you can, if you kill an enemy, they can also drop weapons and badges and stuff. So you might get like a strength up or something, or a strong attack, which basically means if you press X, your character will do like a special move. Like Link's special move is just a spin attack, like the spin attack he has in like every Zelda game. Um, Tingles, I can't remember what Tingles is actually. We'll find out in a minute, but yeah, they all have like their own special attacks sort of thing. Some are rubbish, so it's like I don't use Volgas. Volgas is just rubbish. Some of them are really good, like Link's is good and whatnot. But yeah, you can get like a strong attack and that'll increase that and whatnot. You can like if you've got like a free bar, like here I've got like a empty bar. I can like go to a different weapon and say, oh, I wanna steal this from this, and then I can equip that badge to that badge. So this game's got a lot of customization and whatnot, and
Yeah.
you can get a lot of badges in this game. You can get increase hearts, you can increase your combos because there's a lot of combos in this game. You can say you can get more experience, you can get more materials, you can even get like badges that does more damage to bosses and things like that. So there's a lot in this game, but trying to think, what weapon do I want? Anyway, let me go back because I want to choose a weapon. Yeah, he basically his weapon is just called a balloon, which is literally like the balloon he used in Majora's Mask,
Yeah.
which is kind of funny. But what would you call it? And his weapons are all unlocked because you have to unlock weapons in this game, depending on what character you are. Anyway, I'm trying to look for what am I looking for? Trying to look for a weapon that has experience badge on it. No, this doesn't have it. No, no. Ah, this one does. Okay, I'll choose that one. But no, again, I don't know what I was going to say, so it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter if it comes to me. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm tired. Next time when I do this stream, I probably won't do too much introduction. I'll just carry on and just be like, okay, I'm going to do another character, or I'm going to do this mission or whatnot. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like the introduction stuff sort of thing.
Yeah.
But okay, so here we go. It's time for Tingle. You'll see him in a minute. But I'm trying to remember his combos now. Okay, so another thing you could do to get focus spirits in this game, which you have to attack some enemies that are called transport captains, and they give you a focus spirit. So
Yeah.
you just press the R button, and Tingle goes into his little mode. Ow, crap. Oh yeah, I remember now. His one of his combos is like he rolls into a little ball, kind of like a Goron, and then he summons a statue of himself, which is kind of funny. As a mini,
Oh my.
as a mini statue. And what's his special attack? Oh man, I'm getting trashed. Sorry, Tingle, you're not quite cut out for this, but you know. Okay, now I remember what his strong attack is. Basically, he just flies up into the air with his balloon, so it doesn't really do much. But
Yeah.
But one of his best attacks is when he. Oh damn! I did a lot of damage. I can't. When he gets to a certain point, I think it's his fourth combo. He actually goes up into the air and he drops a load of bombs on the enemy. So that's pretty cool. That's probably his best combo. You get a lot of shadow characters in this game as well. Like I've got Shadow Volga there. And if I defeat the Shadow Volgas, well, you kind of have to. When you defeat the Shadow Volgas, then more enemies appear. Same with bosses. Once you defeat bosses, then more enemies appear and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then you can obviously get more experience. If you get another focus spirit, because they don't last forever, when you've got a focus spirit, so you can keep it longer. So that's nice, especially since, like say, the more damage you rack up, like say if I get 100 KOs, I get more materials. If I get 130, I get higher racking weapons and things like that.
Yeah.
So that's nice. I'm trying to think, what's his other combo? Oh yeah, his other combo is he summons like a little money bag, and he just kind of hits people with it. But it's kind of hard to see here because there's so many enemies on the screen. But
Yeah.
it doesn't really do that much damage, but it's quite funny. Let me see, can I do another combo? Let's do this one. Oh, this one's quite cool. You'll see it in a minute. His second combo, he'll just fly away in his balloon and go all crazy and stuff. That's kind of funny. It's kind of whizzes away like he's on helium or something.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, crazy. Just flying about like a madman. Pop. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick to his bombs because that's the better one. There we go. Blow them all up. Yeah, Tingle. When you play, well, not just Tingle, but when you do like missions in this game, the characters will sometimes say different things. Like if you've got 500 KOs, you know, the character will be like, "Yeah, I'm super strong" or something, or "Don't underestimate me" or whatever. Tingle will say things like, "I'm pretty useful, even though I'm Tingle, right?" and things like that. So that's kind of funny. I like some of the things he says.
Yeah.
And like, I think like if you get like 1,000 KOs, he'll say something like, "Don't underestimate Tingle. Although he's small, he can do a lot of damage," or something like that. Or even Tingle can fight. He doesn't like to, but he can. So it's kind of funny some of the things he says in this game and whatnot. Oh, I've never actually saw that. Actually, that's kind of interesting. I just killed one of the Argoroks, one of them, by the way, and he just drops a massive bomb on him. That's kind of cool. I didn't actually know that because I don't use Tingle too much, but yeah, okay. Blow him up. Oh, go away. Go away. Oh, I've got blooming the Imprison coming back again. I hate the Imprison. No, go away. Oh, I didn't kill Argorok quick enough. That doesn't matter. But yeah, yeah. Imprison is probably the only one I really don't like in this game. No, I lie. I lied. There's actually one other boss, and that's Manhandler, which is from Twilight Princess. Again, I hate him. He does so much damage. He's got like this seed attack, and okay, the only good thing about it is you can stop the seed attack if you block it, but if you don't, his seed attack kills you almost instantly. It doesn't matter how much health you have. If you have like 20 HP, your health will go down. You will die.
Oh, right.
And he's not even like the strongest character, like the strongest boss in this game. But his seed attack is just ridiculous. It's stupid. Oh, that face. He, Tingle has like a little sparkle in his eye. It's kind of funny. Uh, there we go. I'm trying to think. Like, if there's any like broken. Yes, there is a slightly broken character in this game. Well, people would kind of say Link is slightly broken, but no, not really. One thing I will say I thought was broken is Link, because people were saying to me before that like you can get the Great Fairy in this game as a character, and I was like, really? You can play as a Great Fairy? I was like, this sounds kind of interesting. But what it actually is it's a weapon for Link, and I was like, well, how does this work then? How do you use her as a weapon? Well, the answer is you don't. She uses Link.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is really funny. Basically, what happens is Link is inside a jar, ironically enough, instead of her in a jar. And she carries Link wherever she goes. And you are the Great Fairy. You fly around this Great Fairy, and her combos basically uses her ability and Link together. So when you do like say like one combo, she'll let Link out of the jar, and like she'll do a combo with Link. But Link looks so scared. That's so hilarious. Like she lets him out, and he just sort of stands there with his shield up, like he's like really, really, really scared.
Oh,
That's quite
right.
funny. And like right at the end, uh, like I guess you can call it like the victory, like the victory screen sort of thing. Right at the end, like the Great Fairy's kind of flying around Link, and Link's just looking at her like he's really, really scared of her, which is quite funny. And I will just say, this is the Great Fairy from Ocarina of Time. So yes, fan service Great Fairy right there. I will just say that right now. And Link looks really scared, really, really scared. Like you look at her like she's gonna do something to me, and I don't want to know what she's gonna do. You know, it's that sort of scary. Bless Link. You don't want nothing to do with it. So, you know. But she I thought she was broken in this game because her moves are crazy. She summons the Majora's Mask moon on her opponent. So I thought she was quite broken. But you know, despite it being the Majora's Mask, you know, it's not a broken move. It does a lot of damage, but it's not broken. And she also summons giant bombs everywhere on the screen. She kind of just nukes everything. She just comes along and just like drops a mountain of bombs everywhere, and I'm just like, okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. And she also summons a dragon. It's a dragon from Skyward Sword, and he's pretty powerful as well. That's kind of like a nuke move as well. He just comes onto the screen and shoots a load of lightning bolts to everyone, and that's really, really powerful. That like takes like a lot of enemies. Oh, I've got Griffram here. I don't like Griffram. Nah, he's alright, but yeah, it does a lot of damage, and it can actually what's the word I'm trying to think of? It can actually rescue keeps quite easy as well, because it just destroys everything. You know, it's so I used to think that the Great Fairy was really broken, but it isn't. The downside to her is that her attacks are really slow. So despite the fact that you can nuke everything, it does take a bit to actually get the attacks out. So there's that.
Yeah.
And also she's very slow when she runs, quote unquote floats. And when she floats around, it takes forever for her to float around on the screen. So there's that. And I'm actually doing kind of badly here. Normally, right now, I would have taken out Link, because one of the captains in this game is Link, so you can fight Link with Link or whatever. And you've got Tingle trying to take out Link, which is kind of funny. Well, adult Link, I should say. But anyway, take out his weak point. Basically, when your opponent gets like a shiny little oh, okay, never mind. Mission successful. Yeah, when the opponent like reveals a little shiny point, that's called a weak point. And if you take it out quickly, then you can do like a lot of damage on them and whatnot. But I didn't get enough time, so that's okay. But yeah, that's kind of Tingle, really. That's you know, he's a fun character. He can still do a lot of damage, but oh yeah, here we go. Here's his here's his victory thing. His little magic as he does it. I think we're actually you know, and everything. Oh, hello. We got a nice. We got a hello, the Daily Gamer.
Oh yeah, I just noticed. I didn't realise someone.
Hello,
Really
hello. Sorry if I didn't notice you straight away, Guy. I was enjoying Tingle, but thank you for tuning in. Hope you've been enjoying things. I'm just playing some Hyrule Warriors while having some random conversations. So, yeah, I'm gonna be. I will be doing it next week. I don't know if you'll be able to join me again, Jamie, but I'll be doing it anyway. If Jamie can join me, I'll just basically let him know and he can come and join me. But
Yeah.
I'll be doing it anyway, so I'll just make it just a casual thing. I don't mind. So yeah, and I don't know. I probably will upload it to YouTube because I know not everyone can come and watch the stream live. You know, I watched this other stream and they come up to me and well, they don't come up to me specifically, but they say to people, you need to watch the stream live. But what they don't realize is the fact that, like, they're in America and they're like 5 hours behind me. So, like, I'll watch the stream, but it's like 10 o'clock at night. So I kind of watch it before I go to bed. And they're
Yeah.
like, you need to watch the stream, you need to come watch the stream. But it's like, I don't think they realize that there are a lot of people that are not in America. So they're not, even though it's 5 o'clock over there, it's 10 o'clock over here. So, you have to be aware of that sort of thing. But, who am I going to choose next? So, let's see. By the way, if anyone is watching this, if you'd like to suggest a character for me to use, I'm just leveling up at the moment. Um, you know, and everything. But oh yes, you got to buy a Wii U with Hyrule Warriors. I'd recommend it. Hyrule Warriors is really, really fun. You know, if you haven't followed me yet, feel free to follow us. And I'll be streaming more of this. So if you'd like to keep up with us, then feel free. But yeah, Hyrule Wars is really fun, and I'm still wondering why Jamie hasn't got a Wii U. No, I'm only joking, but yeah, no, this game is awesome. I know a lot of people are moaning about the whole, Nintendo is so slow. You've got PlayStation 4, you've got Xbox One, even though I think Xbox One is kind of inferior to PlayStation 4. I went there. If there's any Xbox fans out there, I went there. But yeah. Hyrule Warriors. Yes. What can I say? To sum up this game, basically, well, it's Legend of Zelda. As you know, it's if you've ever played Dynasty Warriors, it's hack and slash. So you just go around just slashing low enemies. It's really fun. I wouldn't say it's like really repetitive sort of thing. I mean, it sort of is and isn't, because you have different missions. You're not always doing rack up, KO counts and whatnot. You're not always just defeat the captain. Sometimes you have to defeat the giant bosses in the time limit. Sometimes you have to defeat a certain amount of enemies, like I have to defeat Ganondorf quickly or something like that. Or trying to think, what are the other ones? Or like you have to defeat certain captains. Like you have to defeat 20 captains in a time limit. But if you get hit, it's game over. There are some really unfair missions in this game. I don't want to reveal too much to the story, like for you guys. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But I will just say, long story short, if you're a Legend of Zelda fan, it's just Ganondorf. He's bad. Link has to take him out. The end. That's pretty much the moral of the story when it comes to Legend of Zelda. So, that's pretty much it. But if you want to know about the new characters, like how Lana fits in this game, they're only exclusive to this game, by the way. And if Lana and Seal, basically, Lana in this generation is a sorcerer who watches over time, and so is Sia. Basically, Sia is the bad side of Lana, and long story short, Sia wants to take over the world. Lana obviously doesn't, so she's kind of there to kind of try and stop Sia, her bad side. But the thing I don't like about this, do I have to save Zelda? Not really. Actually, no, you don't. Zelda doesn't get captured at all in this game. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's show off Lana. I'll show off Lana, the new character. Why not? And before I do anything, I'll show off some costumes as well. So this is her standard costume. You'll see it in a minute. Basically, well, I don't really know how to describe it, but she's a very upbeat character. If I'm going to be stereotypical, Japan would call her a kind of idol. If you know about idols in Japan, where they're kind of like pop singers and stuff.
Yeah.
She's that kind of girl. She's very upbeat. She likes posing a lot. And I mean posing, she smiles and she winks at you. So she poses a lot. She dances a lot. Like I say, her stances. She's pretty much just dancing on the spot. That is her stance. Um, you've got a Master Quest outfit, which is basically like Seer's outfit, so it's kind of like dark. You've got Guardian of Time, which I have to admit is pretty hot looking. Um, and you've got the Skull Kid clothes, which kind of looks weird, but they didn't want to put the Skull Kid in this game, so they just gave her an alternate outfit for some reason. I don't know, but yeah, she's got the Skull Kid's outfit. And on her head, on the left side of the corner, she has Majora's Mask on her head. So there's that, but I'll use her standard character for now. Your costume, I should say. And let me get an expo potion. But yeah, long story short, Ganondorf is bad. You don't have to rescue Zelda though. Not really. Even though the fact that she gets defeated, Link gets defeated, everyone gets defeated at some point. And you think, oh crap, Ganondorf has won. But no. Basically, Ganondorf does take over Hyrule Castle, as he always does. But in the end, Link and Zelda get a chance to get it back. So, ultimately, even though Ganondorf does kind of win, he doesn't ultimately win, if you know what I mean. It's a Zelda game. He never ultimately wins,
He wins the battle, but not the war.
Exactly. Thank you. To sum it up, yes, exactly.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
basically.
Yeah. But even if you don't get the DLC of this game, there's still quite a lot to do. You get actually, I'm gonna show off. Show off. That's it. Yeah, David Hasselhoff. No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna show off her summoning weaponing. Yeah. Damn it, I can't speak in this game. But right, okay. She has 3 weapons in this game. She has the Sorcerer's Book, which is kind of rubbish. What I mean by rubbish is she doesn't even do any proper spells. It's a Sorcerer's Book, I kind of expected her to do amazing spells, but she doesn't. All she does is kind of like shoot lightning, which kind of sounds cool. But her combos are kind of bad, if I'm honest. As you won't see now, but her other weapon is the Deku Stick, which is kind of weird. I was kind of like, what's the Deku Stick gonna do? It's just a Deku Stick. But basically, what her combos do is like it summons like the Deku Tree and stuff. He don't really do anything. He's just kind of there. But yeah. Again, that's kind of rubbish. But the reason why I like this weapon, her summoning weapon, is basically what I mentioned before. Is she's a summoner. She watches over time. She has the ability to summon monsters, which is awesome. It's amazing. What she could do is she can summon King Dodongo as an attack, which is amazing. The only problem is it's a mini Dodongo. I guess it's because it'd be too big to summon. I don't know, but yeah, she can summon Dodongo. She can summon Goma from Ocarina of Time. The little spider crab monster.
Yeah.
She can summon Manhandler as well, and the best combo, she can summon Argarok. And Argarok, the reason why he's amazing is because you can ride on top of Argarok and just burn everything. It's amazing. It does so much damage and enemies just die because Argarok is so powerful in this game. As you'll see here, I'm going to try and do it right now. I will just say it's very funny to summon Argarok when you're fighting Argarok. I will just say that. It's actually quite funny. Because obviously the Argarok that she rides on top of is very little, so it's kind of funny to see a small Argarok versus a big Argarok, but even that Argarok can take out the big Argarok very quickly, But actually, seems I'm here. I guess if anyone is in the chat. Feel free to just give us an audio check. I mean, I assume we're alright because we've got someone who's commenting. We've got V Gamer here commenting, so I'm guessing it can hear us all right. But I figured I'd just ask. You know, if anything is coming out badly, then just let me know and stuff. But yeah, basically what you do with her summon weapon is you press the X button to do a strong attack, and she'll summon a random monster. Unfortunately, you can't always summon Argarok. It's random, so you just have to hope that you summon a good monster. And if you do summon a monster, basically you do that combo, and then if you press X at the end of the combo, you can summon that monster. And in this case, like I say, if you summon Argarok, then you can ride him. If you summon King Dodongo, basically she summons 2 more, and that just does like a load of damage. If you summon Manhandler, she'll summon 2 more Manhandler, and that'll do some damage. And she'll actually dance. I kid you not. She will dance if you summon Manhandler. Like I said, she's a pop idol. She's a pop idol.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny, but yeah. If I could show it off, I will. But yeah, the Deku stick, I might show it off. Maybe this stream, maybe another stream. But I really don't like it. It's not that good. It's rubbish. I only really like her her summon weapon. It's the best in the game. But actually, here we go. Let me see if I can do her dancing. It's kind of funny. She summons Manhandler, and she kind of casually walks with him, and then she spins around and she poses. So, yeah. Also, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes because when the bosses appear, they kind of pan on the bosses. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying. But ow, ow, god damn it! I got 2 Argaroks right in my face. Lovely. Just what I want. But you know, if you haven't got a Wii U. If you haven't got a Wii U yet, and you're thinking of getting one, and you're debating on what games to get, Super Smash Bros. Of course, you've got to get Super Smash Bros. And Hyrule Warriors is really fun, really fun. And like I say, if you get the DLC, you're gonna have hours and hours of gameplay. That might be a bad thing if you don't like a game to be too long, but you know, you're never going to be like bored or unsatisfied with this game, in my opinion, because it's so long. So yeah, I'd recommend getting it. Like, you know, from the first time we played it at the Euro Expo, I was hyped, and you know, now that I've got it, I love it. It's an amazing game, and I can't stop playing it. It's in my opinion, it is one of my my type of game sort of thing. Okay. Oh, okay. So you have a Wii U already. Well, I'd recommend if you do have a Wii U, get it. Definitely. It's really fun, you know. And it seems that even if you're not a Legend of Zelda fan, people can like this game because there is someone by the name of Exan Shadow. I doubt anyone knows who he is. Well, who follows me anyway. But he's fairly popular. All he does is play Hyrule Warriors. It's kind of funny, but he just plays Hyrule Warriors, and he even says himself he's not really a big Legend of Zelda fan, but he loves the Dynasty Warriors formula, so he enjoys playing this game just because it's just fun, you know. So even if you're not a Legend of Zelda fan, if you like sort of hack and slash sort of stuff, then you'll like this game. But yeah, to sum up Lana without like spoiling the well, I've kind of said what you know you expect from a Legend of Zelda game. Ganondorf bad, Link saved the day. You know, she is just trying to stop her bad side, because her bad side gets controlled by Ganondorf. And that's pretty much the plot, to sum up, sort of thing. But whether I'll do a let's play of this, maybe one day, I'm not sure though. I really don't know at this point. But it is so fun to play this game. Ah! And sometimes Imprisoned likes to go so up in your face you can see the inside of the Imprisoned, and pretty much it's just nothing but nothingness. It's just you know, hollow. That's just all it is. You're just looking at nothingness, which is kind of weird, but you know, you know. Yeah, I don't even have many games for the Wii, to be honest. I think when the Wii came out, everyone was just so hyped about playing it. And even though the Wii did so well, um, I think people were just somewhat disappointed a little bit. Uh, well, mainly you got like PlayStation 3, and then you got Xbox 360, and then you got the Wii. And I guess it wasn't quite up to snuff. But
Yeah.
you know, it's got some decent games. You know, you've got, well, if you like platformers, you've got Mario Galaxy. You know, it's a pretty decent platformer. I haven't completed it yet though.
I've never even played it.
Nah.
I keep meaning to get it, but I just haven't bothered.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's going to be on the eShop soon, really cheap, along with Metroid Prime trilogy, which is tempting me to maybe get it because I've never played a Metroid game. So I might get it because apparently it's going to be like £8 or something for
That's not
all
bad.
three of them. Yeah, for all three of them, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
And also apparently Super Mario Galaxy as well. Super Mario Galaxy 2, sorry. It's going to be on there as well. God, look at this. Argarok just piles through everything. I love it. But also some other games as well. I'm not sure what other games are going to be. This is only Wii though, so you can play it on the Wii U and whatnot. But yeah, even though Nintendo were kind of slow on the whole HD thing, in my opinion, most of the time, Nintendo don't fail in terms of games. If you know what I mean, they might not be up to snuff when in terms of console, you know, graphics and all this stuff. But I think their games are really good. You know, you can't fault their games. They are really good. You know, and even though we haven't got, you know, the new Legend of Zelda game yet, you know, Hyrule Warriors is a good sort of feel, I guess. Slow down. Yeah, this game has a lot of slowdown. I'm guessing it's just because there's so much on the screen. So if you see it lagging, it might not necessarily be the stream. It might just be the game. Yeah, it happens a lot. There's nothing you can do about that. They did actually do a patch for this game, and that was just to basically increase slowdown, so they're not slow anymore. But I don't know. I guess there's just a limit to what you can do. But you know. Yeah, I guess I'd kind of agree with that. The Wii is kind of like a PlayStation 2 in a way. Because like you got the GameCube, and the GameCube's, you know, it's got some fantastic games on it. And then you've got the Wii, which isn't much different in terms of graphics. You know, and I don't know about capability, but it's like, you know, you had like GameCube games like Twilight Princess, but you know, which was also for the Wii, and there really isn't much graphical difference between the two. But you know, that's consoles for you, you know.
That's why PC's better.
Pretty much, if you can play
Yeah.
PC games, then you know, go for it at the end of the day. So
Yeah, because that's what I pretty much do. I just play on my PC for everything I can, and then anything else I want to play that isn't on PC, I'll just get on whatever consoles I have.
yeah, I actually like Lana's her victory pose there. She puts the summon thing on the floor, and then all the cuckoos come out. That's kind of funny. They come and attack it. One thing I heard about this game, I had to go check actually. I heard a rumor that you can play as a cuckoo in this game.
Really?
Yes, but I don't think it's true because people are saying it comes with the last DLC pack, but I have it, and I don't have the cuckoo, so I want to say they're lying, but this is the same guy I was telling you about, Exan Shadow. Now this he heard wrong, because he, you know, he doesn't, as far as I know, he doesn't lie. You know, most of the things he says pretty much true, because I already know anyway. So unless he heard wrong, or unless you have to unlock him a different way, but he said apparently to do with the new DLC you can play as a cuckoo, but I don't know if that's true. Um, I don't know how you'd even play as a cuckoo, if I'm honest. um, but yeah, there is a cuckoo in this game. Actually, there's loads. Sometimes you'll do a mission and they'll be like, "Oh, you've got a cuckoo on your side," and then cuckoos will actually come and help you, which is kind of hilarious, really. Like if you get a KO count of 1,000, like you'll get like a herd of cuckoos and they'll all come and help you, which is hilarious and amazing at the same time. Um, the only problem is, this game is like most Zelda games. If you attack a cuckoo, they'll come after you. Don't ever do that in this game, ever, because if you anger a cuckoo, um, you've got a massive, massive army of cuckoos, and they also summon a gold cuckoo, and that gold cuckoo does like 15 worths of damage to your hearts. In this game, that's a lot. That's more than that's more than what bosses do. You fight Ganondorf. Ganondorf does like, I don't know, 4 hearts with his combo. A cuckoo has to just nudge you and does 15. I mean, that's stupid. That's ridiculous. So don't anger a cuckoo in this game. Don't ever. It's just a death sentence. I've been killed by a cuckoo. Like, literally. I was in the mission, and then like a cuckoo was after me, and I was like, oh, for God's sake. So I was running away from the cuckoo, and the cuckoo just come out of nowhere and smacked me, and I died. And I was like, what? Come on. Jesus Christ. But yeah, the cuckoos are overpowered in this game. Um, well, they're pretty much overpowered in any Zelda game, but there you go. But I need to take a sip of my cup of tea. Hmm. So yeah, if you're just joining in, I'll just do a small introduction. I'm casually streaming Hyrule Warriors. So yeah, just a hack and slash game, Legend of Zelda. Just talking about random stuff, really. Well, I've been talking a lot about Hyrule Warriors for this first one, but when I do more, when I do one next week, will either be Saturday or Sunday. Um, I'll just do the introductions. I won't do much, but yes. I don't know who am I gonna play. Who am I gonna play next? Let's have a look. I haven't maxed anyone out yet. I think the highest level is 200 at the moment, or 250. I'm not sure. They're always what's the word? They're always increasing the level cap in this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're always doing it. First it was level 99, then it was 150, and now it's 200. So with every like update, not DLC, every update. So you don't have to have DLC in order to have a higher level. With every update, they keep increasing the level cap. So yeah, there's that.
All right.
What do I think of Majora's Mask 3D? Really good, really good.
Yeah, definitely.
I've been playing it in my downtime, quote unquote downtime. What I mean by my downtime is when I'm finished playing games in my room, before I go to bed, I will sit down and chill and play games on my 3DS. So I'm pretty much just playing games. But yeah, in my downtime, I'll just sit down. I might watch TV a little bit with my parents, just sitting there. But at the moment, I've just been sitting down and playing Majora's Mask 3D. At the moment, I've just finished the third temple, the Great Bay Temple, and a lot of people have been moaning about the Grey Temple, since Majora's Mask has been out, and been saying like, oh, it's like the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, I don't like it, and I was like, is it really that bad? I was like, okay, so, because when I played Majora's Mask for the first time, not the 3D one, the original, I never had the patience, I just, I wish I gave it more time. I wish I'd appreciate it more. But, the time system, I like a challenge, but I just didn't like it. I was just like 3 days and I have to keep resetting time, and I don't know if I like this mechanic. And I think that's what put off a lot of characters. A lot of characters, a lot of people.
People.
You know.
Yeah.
But I was hyped for a Majora's Mask 3D ever since we got that fake leak of Majora's Mask 3D, which is kind of funny. And I was actually watching these guys called Brain Scratch Comms, and this one dude, again, Exan Shadow, he's a part of the group as well. They were doing a Majora's Mask playthrough, and I was like, okay, so I'll watch it. And ironically enough, before Majora's Mask came out, do you know what he said? I don't think they gotta do a remake. And they're all like, but we got Ocarina of Time 3D. No, I don't think they're gonna do it. And then, ironically enough, a couple of weeks later, they announced Majora's Mask 3D. And then you've got a part, and they uploaded it, and it's the same part where he said, I don't think it's gonna happen, and you just see Majora's Mask 3D cover covering up the screen. It just is
Oh
hilarious.
right.
And you got him on repeat saying, I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. And then the guys are like, so Ted, how about that remake, huh? And it's like for fuck's sake. It's like just when I said they weren't gonna do it, and they did it. So there you go. I thought that was hilarious. But the only problem I have with Majora's Mask, I don't know if, how you feel about this, Jamie, is that they've changed a lot of things, and
Yeah, they definitely have.
this could be bad if you've played the original Majora's Mask. Actually, you know what? Let me choose a character first, and then I'll ramble on. Um, okay, so what I'll do is okay, I'll let you choose again, Jamie. Choose whoever you want. Apart from
Ruto.
obviously, okay, yeah, I was gonna say apart from whoever I've chosen. So okay, I'll do Ruto.
Alright, yeah.
Right, so let me quickly do an expose share. But oh no, I'm not on me. Okay, but yeah, I like Majora's Mask. This could be bad if you've played it before. I mean, I haven't completed it all, but um, like I heard about where to get the stone mask. Like you have to get the the stone mask in Arcana Valley. And I don't know if you've gotten this far, Jamie, if I'm if I'm doing spoilers or not for you. I'm not sure, but
Well, I completed the game originally like 5 or 6 times, so.
oh, okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So you know about it. So yeah,
Yeah.
so you have to you can get the stone mask in the Arcana Valley. But in this version, you don't get it in the Arcana Valley, and that threw me off. Because when I got up to Great Bay Temple, I wanted to use the stone mask to avoid the Gerudo, quote unquote Gerudo fortress, with the Gerudo gals, and I was like, it's not here, and I was like, crap, they've moved it. So I had to look up a guide, and it was right inside the fortress, and I was like, oh, I had to take out the Gerudo girls, get enough magic, and then basically speak to the soldier, and I was like, it threw me off a little bit. They've changed a lot in this game. Like, they've moved stuff about. And some quests that normally give you pieces of heart don't give you pieces of heart anymore. They give you fishing hole passes if you want to fish.
Oh, right.
And I don't know if there's any point to fishing in this game. I don't know. There might be, but it's kind of like I expected to get a piece of heart and I didn't, so that's throwing me off a little bit. But I do enjoy it though. It is fun, and I'm glad I'm taking the time to play Majora's Mask. For the first time, like properly.
Yeah.
Majora's Mask. I keep saying a lot. I'm sorry. The game itself. Damn it! I keep saying that. It has 4 temples, and it only has 4 temples in the game. So it makes it. You have to do. You have to do side quests in this game in order to really feel like there's much to the game. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you don't, you might feel like it's kind of very kind of lackluster. There's some side quests you have to do. Like you have to save Romani, otherwise you can't get Eponia back. Epona back, sorry. You know, and if you don't get Epona back, you're not complete the game. So there's some quests you have to do, but you know, then there's quests like, oh excuse me, then there's quests like speaking to Romani's sister, and you what do you get? I'm trying to think what you get from her actually. Oh, I forgot. Oh, you get the I think it's called the Romani mask or something, and you get to go to the Romani bar and you can like drink some milk and stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny, but it's the equivalent to of a Legend of Zelda bar, I guess. Kids bar, that is, because you know, kids can go in there and whatnot, and Link can drink milk. So there you go. Well, technically, Link is an adult because he is the Ocarina of Time, Link. So really, even though he is a kid, he is still, you know, he still what's the word? Retains his memories from when he was an adult. So technically, he is an adult. Although I think he's 17, so technically he's not old enough to drink still. But you know, details. But yeah, the cow mask or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you get that mask, but you don't have to get that mask. You know, it's optional. Oh yeah, another thing that annoys me. You have to see the way they've done it when they're equipping things. It's not like, you know, the original, like Ocarina of Time Zelda thing. You know when because you've got no C stick. You know, you have to go into the menu, go out to the menu, and you've only got like 2 slots that you can assign 2 buttons to. You've got other slots, but you have to use the stylus. You know, like if I put the Great Fairy Mask in one of the other slots, I have to keep getting the stylus out to use it. And I don't like using the stylus too much. I just want to press like the X button to get the, you know, the bunny hood out, or I want to you know, press the Y button to get the I don't know, the Deku mask out or something. But you have to keep going in and out every 2 seconds. That annoys me. You know, I wish they'd have did it better.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I think the new 3DS compensates for this. But if you haven't got the new 3DS, then you're kind of you're suffering. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't know how far you've got, Jamie, but what do you think so far? Compared to, I mean, I know you've completed the original, but what do you think of the you know, the remix so far? If you have any complaints or anything.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm not too far into it, to be honest. I've only just completed the second temple, so
yeah,
I haven't played it too much at the moment. But yeah, I don't find it too difficult.
Yeah.
I add the aim and the bows a lot, like the bow and such, is a lot easier now.
Yes, I will say that's a good thing.
Yeah,
definitely. You know.
Yeah, mostly it's all right. It's a few changes I don't really think is a good idea, like the fact that there's more points to save now. So, and the some of the new songs they added as well, but mostly it's pretty good.
Sorry, you lost me. What do you mean by points?
So there's new save points in there. They're more.
Right. Oh no, you don't like the fact that they have more save points.
No, I like having more. Like you have to run around more and go to more places.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
I actually. No, that's interesting actually. I sort of feel like it's a little bit of a godsend. Well, for someone like me, because I didn't have the patience for it.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more of a godsend for me because, damn it, Argarok die. There we go. It's can't get my words out today. I'm a bit more appreciative because I didn't have the patience for it and whatnot. And you know, as much as I didn't mind running around, well, Link is a little bit slow until you get the bunny hood.
Yeah.
Until you get the bunny hood, which is completely optional, I think. Is the bunny hood up? Yeah, it is. Yeah, you need the you need the Brahmin mask. Speak to that guy and then get the chickens up and then yeah. So, well, until you get the mask or until you get the Goron, mask because that's really fast. Um, or you can do the old Ocarina of Time, not glitch, but the Ocarina of Time trick where if you sidestep everywhere, it's actually faster than rolling, which is kind of funny. That's what I do sometimes. But damn it, I forgot what I was going to say. Um, yeah, I think it's a godsend because all the running around, because of all the running around, and I can sort of be like,
Yeah.
okay, you know, I've got a save point here and whatnot. I mean, the only thing I kind of don't like is that a lot of the save points you can't warp to. They're just save points. That's just the only
Yeah.
thing. I would have preferred if they're gonna do more owl statues, do more owl statues. Don't just do save points. You know, like sometimes. Oh, and another complaint. Slight spoiler. To Jamie. Well, I mean, I know you've played the original, but
Yeah.
I know the Zora mask, and you can like dash under the water.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how it works in Majora's Mask, but I know you can dash, and then you've got like this electric attack, don't you? Don't you have electric attack
Yeah.
or something in it? Yeah. Um, it's is it a separate move? Like, can you dash without using the electric attack, or do you have to use the electric attack and dash at the same
Trying to
time?
think. It's been a while since I played the original. I can't
Yeah.
remember now.
I mean, I know I watched. Like I say, I watched the Brain Scratch crew. I watched the sprain. I watched the Brain Scratch crew, and I noticed the guy playing it. He was like dashing about, and then he'd occasionally use the lightning attack thing, and I'm like, okay, so I'm guessing it's like a separate button. Um, you you, unless I'm doing something wrong in the remake, you're stuck. You can't just dash everywhere. You have to use the electric attack while you're dashing all the time, which basically means if you don't have any magic power, you can't dash. So you're really slow with um, Zora Link. And I'm like, I was looking at the original, and I was like, can you dash or can you not? Without it. But it looks like you can't. So that's another thing I don't like is the fact that if you don't have any magic, you're really slow as Sora Link. And I'm
Yeah.
like, why can't you dash like the original? Which doesn't make sense to me, you know. Um, and I can't get used to the controls as Zora Link. I just think it's inverted, so like down is up, up is down. I don't really um, I can't get used to the controls. I don't know how it was in the original, but it took me a while. Like I did the beaver quest. You get like a jar if you do the beaver quest, if you race the beavers.
Yeah.
Um, and that was so awkward. I mean, the challenge wasn't hard. You just had to follow the beavers into the rings before, without running out of time. It's
Yeah.
not hard. It's just that I found the controls so difficult that I kept missing or I kept clipping and stuff, and I was just like, I want to go down but not too down. I want to go up but not too up. And I just found that kind of awkward. But I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I did it eventually, but that kind of irked me. But yeah, what I had to do with Zora Link in order to keep up, so I could keep dashing all the time, was I had to go to Romani, I had to go to the milk bar and basically drink Romani's milk because if you do that, you get infinite magic.
Yeah.
I think it's infinite magic until you end the cycle. I think so anyway. I can't remember. Because I thought someone said to me that like if you get hit or something, you lose that power. But no, you don't. You have that permanently, from what I can see. So I did that, so I could just basically dash everywhere and just annihilate all the enemies because you're always in that electrical form. But yeah, I did the Great Bay Temple, and I didn't get much trouble with it, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if you can remember, Jamie, if you had any trouble with the Grey Bay Temple, like any times
Don't
you played
think
it.
so. No, not
No,
really.
no. I mean, a lot of people were like, it's, I don't know, sort of like a maze, or it's very confusing and stuff. And I was like, so it, it's just like Ocarina of Time. But I played it, and to be honest, like 10 to 15 minutes in, I already have the boss key. 10 to 15 minutes in, I already have the ice arrows. So I was kind of like, um, I'm not finding this too difficult. I sort of get it. You have to kind of, I guess the whole point is you have to push a lot of things, to like push the turbines and
Yeah.
stuff. And I guess that could be sort of a little bit like, ugh, I have to keep going back and forth and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't get too much trouble. The only problem I had, which made me not like it, was my own fault though. Is when you're going for all of the fairies. If you're not going for the fairies, I think you could have a fine time. But if you're going for the fairies, that could be a little bit annoying. There's like some where you have to kind of fight the current a little bit, and
Yeah.
and try and get the fairy. And the problem is the fairy's right there, and if the current pulls you and you miss it, you have to go all the way around the temple and go back again to get that
Yeah,
fairy.
for another attempt.
So that's kind of annoying. That's what I meant. And the problem is I got confused. Like, because I forgot that if you're Zora Link, you can break barrels underwater, and there was a barrel with a fairy in it, and I kept trying to drop bombs like a moron, but of course bombs aren't going to go underwater, so I was kind of like, well, what the hell do I do? And you know what happened? In the end, I managed to get all the fairies, but I was on the final day with 5 minutes remaining, and it actually was counting down. You could see the Majora's Mask moon at the bottom, and it was like, you have 5 minutes, you're going to die, and I was like, oh my god, I got 5 minutes to defeat the boss. And I was like, can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? Spoiler alert, no. I couldn't do it. I tried. I tried defeating the giant fish. I'm calling it a giant fish because I can't remember what it's called. I defeated the giant fish, and I got up to the second phase when you're underwater. And I managed to like hit him twice on the second phase, and I was like, yeah, I've nearly got him. I've got like 1 minute left. And then he wouldn't die, and I was like, oh crap. And then he refused to go to his final phase. Like, he just wouldn't do it, no matter what I do. And I was like, why are you not going to your final phase? I've got like 30 seconds left. Come on, And then in the end, he wouldn't do it. I had 5 seconds left. Otherwise, I guess I was gonna get game over, because the moon's gonna come down, and
Yeah.
uh-oh, not good. Um, and so yeah, I did that, and then I was like, there's nothing I could do, and I couldn't reset time. Do you know why? Because when you get into that boss fight, you lose any platform, which means you can't play the Ocarina of Time while you're in water. So I just had to turn off the game and do it all over again, and that made me very upset. But to be fair, it was kind of my fault because I derped. If I'd realised that, or remembered that you could break that barrel, because that's what it mainly was. I was trying to get that last damn fairy. If I didn't derp, I probably would have been fine. And I tell you one thing, a really bad habit of mine. I keep leaving temples without going to the fairy fountain, which means every time I go and do a temple and I save it and I reset, I have to get the fairies again. Because I am an idiot. Don't ask me what. I don't know. I'm a moron. I keep doing this. Not on purpose, but I don't know. Like, I did that for. What did I do it for? I did that for the Woodfall Temple. Luckily, the Woodfall Temple isn't too bad. And once you do it, most of the mechanics in the Woodfall Temple is already set up, so you don't have to do it again. I guess it somehow survived time travel. I don't know. 'Cause, 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 doesn't survive time travel, so you have to do all the damn mechanics and like do the whole temple again just to get the fairies if you fuck up. But it was my fault, and I was just like, and I haven't done it yet, by the way. I've almost done it. I've almost done it. No, no, actually, I lie. I lie. I did do it because I got double defense. Yes, I have done it. I lied. But but yeah, I am enjoying it. Um, it's just a few quirks that obviously the original didn't have the problems with that the new one does have. And ironically enough, I've experienced a couple of glitches that I haven't got in the original. I was standing on the side of like just a bit of land. I was standing on the side, and I switched into Deku Link, and at the moment when he transformed, basically
Yeah.
when he transformed, for some reason the camera angle went underneath the ground, and I could see nothing but whiteness. So it looked like Deku Link was standing on the air, which was weird. And the only way to fix that was to untransform into Deku Link, and then it went back to normal. So yeah, that was weird. That was a glitch I got, but never got that glitch before, which is weird.
Yeah.
So we've been going for quite a while. I'm probably going to wrap things up in a bit. I might just do one more mission. I'm trying to think. Who would I? Well, I'll do another character. I'll see how long that goes, and then if I've got time for another character, if there's someone in the chat who wants to suggest a character, who wants to see me do one more character, then I will, and then I'll leave it for there, and then I'll come back and do it again next week.
Woo.
Who am I going to choose? Yeah. It's actually been not too bad. I've hardly took a breath, so I'm just going to breathe. Cause I'm a moron like that, but yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been talking a lot about Zelda and stuff, but I'm probably going to play Majora's Mask again later on today. So my quote unquote downtime. So well, I've pretty much played all my other games at the moment. Because I was going to get Pokemon. Is it Omega Ruby and Sapphire? But the thing is,
Oh right, yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a huge fan of Pokemon anymore. I used to be when I was a kid. I had the Pokemon trading card game, even though I couldn't play it. Leon, he was a big fan of Pokemon when we were younger. In primary school sort of thing. And he knew how to play the game, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was the Yu-Gi-Oh man. When Yu-Gi-Oh came out, I was like, yeah, I'm all about this. But no, Pokemon, I just collect the Pokemons because they look nice and stuff, and shinies.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was a big fan of the anime and whatnot. I read a little bit of the books, but not much. I was a big fan of the anime. I could never play the Game Boy games because parents wouldn't buy me a Game Boy Color, so it was fair enough, really. I asked for a lot though when I was a kid. I was a bit of a brat, I will admit, but I grew out of it, luckily. But yeah, I know I'll show off the broken character. I'll show off the broken character, and the broken character is, ironically enough, not Link, but it is Kid Link. He's kind of broken anyway. I'll explain why when we start. But yeah, so I'm not into Pokemon anymore, so I probably won't get it. I know your brother's got it, hasn't he? Because I saw him online.
Yeah, he has
And
it. Yeah.
yeah. I enjoyed Pokemon X, and I'm sure Y is pretty much X anyway, but I enjoyed it, and it felt nice to go back to Pokemon for a change. But I played it and I was like, okay, this is fun. I've got Mewtwo, awesome, got the legendaries, but they're saying Omega Ruby and the other one, something Sapphire, I can't remember what it's called.
Something like that.
Yeah, something Sapphire, something. But yeah, and I was like, okay, that's cool. This is third gen. It didn't help the fact that I'm very original, and what I mean by OG original is, I only really care for like the first gen, like Pikachu, Squirtle, Charizard, all that jazz, Bulbasaur.
Yeah.
I only care about the first gen as much, so that's why I pretty much stopped watching the anime, because it went on to third gen, and I was like, oh, I'm getting bored now. I don't really like this, so I stopped watching that. And trying to think. So I'm probably not going to get it. I enjoyed X for what it was, but I'm just not into Pokemon anymore. I've lost interest. I really have. I've just it's nice that it's still going, but I can't believe I'm about to say this, but my all-time favorite franchise, Sonic, he's kind of outstayed his welcome now. After Sonic Boom, which was just bad, I kind of want to say they need to put Sonic to sleep now. He's a great
They need to
character.
euthanize him.
Yeah, either they either need to get rid of him somehow, or Sega needs to give him up and give him to someone else who might actually make something out of him. Because I think Sega just don't know what they want. I'm not going to go too much into Sonic, but I'll just say that the next game that they're making is a mobile game, and that disappoints me. So, yeah, and it's out, called Sonic Runners or something. I think it's Sonic Runners or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I was just like, really? Sega? Really? That's just what you're stupid for? I mean, I know why. Money. Money, money, money.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Someone was like, I'm never going to get Sonic 5 or whatever the hell. And I was like, what are you talking about? We got Sonic 4. And everyone was like, yeah, but that was crap. And I was like, yeah, true. And god damn, I just got hit by someone. I mean, this is poor Kid Link. Anyway, I'm going to run over here. I'm going to hide for a second. But, Sonic might need to go to bed. That's what I'll say. But, anyway. Anyway, so on to the broken character. Now, you want to know why Kid Link is broken? One thing. He has Fierce Deity. Fierce Deity is pretty much broken in Majora's Mask. But you can only use him in the boss fight against Majora.
Yeah.
Here, you can go nuts with him. He has not Majora's Mask. He has the Fierce Deity mask behind him, and he has I forgot what that yellow mask is. It's an Ocarina of Time as well. But damn it, Volga, go away. But bleh. Trying to think. But yeah. Anyway, he's broken because he can use Fierce Deity, but he can only use it two ways. If you use a special attack, which I haven't really mentioned, basically your yellow gorge at the top, which is empty at the moment, you'll do like a super special attack, I guess, and that will do something like, I don't know, Link's will just be a spin attack. I know, not very original, because he's got like 5 different spin attacks in the game, but there you go. Kid Link's is basically, he turns into Fierce Deity and he does like a combo. Pretty cool. His Focus Spirit, as I mentioned, you can just go around plowing through enemies, is Fierce Deity permanently. And you know why he's so broken? It's not just because it's Fierce Deity, it's because he has Sword Beam. Sword Beam, like, which you'll see here, I'm just going to transform into him. He has a Sword Beam, just like Adult Link, but it never goes away.
Right.
So you can just stand back and shoot lasers at everyone, and they go down really fast. But you know what? That's not the real reason why it's broken. You know what the real reason why it's broken is? His strong attack. His strong attack doesn't do any damage, but what it does is it enables him to play the Ocarina of Time, and he plays the Song of Time. No, it doesn't reset time. Don't do anything like that. What it does is it uses your special attack, your special gorge. Basically, if you're in Focus Spirit, you can increase your special attack gorge as well. The more enemies you kill, the quicker it goes up. What he does with Ocarina of Time is he transfers his special attack to his focus spirit, which means you can keep the combo going forever. That's why he is broken. That is
Oh,
why he is
right.
broken. You know, if you ever want to get a massive combo like 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, Kid Link is the character to do it because he is so broken. You can kill bosses instantly. You can kill like Zelda, Ganondorf, Grifram, Fi, whoever you want. You can take out enemies so quickly in this game. I mean, you don't have to use the Ocarina of Time to increase your focus spirit, but you know, to be honest, Kid Link is kind of slow if you just use him. So of course you're gonna use, Fierce Deity Link because he's pretty much adult Link, but times two, better basically. That's what he is.
Yeah.
You know, he is just broken as all hell. And he also has a really awesome move. I don't know really what to call it. I just call it the Triforce move. Basically, he goes around in a circle, and it causes like the Triforce to appear, and then that just blows the enemy. That's pretty awesome. I'll show you in a minute, actually. Hang on, let me do.
Blows the enemy. What
Yeah.
kind of blows?
Well, Sia can blow. Can oh, I didn't say that. But yeah. Well, I said fan service. Sia is fan service in this game. Not just a great fairy. Everyone's been saying it. Sia, she's pretty much the. I'm gonna say this. Just pretty much the fan service version of Lana. Not only is she, the bad version. She literally is just seductive. That is what she's like. She giggles like she's a naughty girl. That kind of giggle sort of thing. When she does her attack, she's like sort of thing. But she's also very dangerous. She's just the kind of girl where you need to be careful of her because even though you think she's this so-called, naughty woman, she is dangerous. So, yeah, fan service. There you go. And even Zelda. If you look at her outfit, you could even say that her outfit is kind of fan servicey in this game. But this is technically the first. I think it's mature. Yeah, this is actually the first mature rating game that Nintendo has got. And if you think about it, Nintendo is a kid company. They don't do mature games, so they've stepped up. They've stepped up their audience. Since Mario and stuff, I guess. I mean, we've now got Bayonetta. I mean, we already know that's mature because that's been on, PlayStation 3 and Xbox.
Yeah.
But now we've got Bayonetta 1 and Bayonetta 2 because apparently no one would fund Bayonetta 2. I don't know why, because I heard Bayonetta 1 is a really good game. So I don't know why they wouldn't fund Bayonetta 2. That's weird. Nintendo was the only one who would do that, which is hence why we've only got a Nintendo exclusive Bayonetta 2. And people have been saying, Bayonetta 2 is amazing. Look, even better than Bayonetta 1. So I still don't know why no one wanted to fund Bayonetta 2. But there you go. That's for another story. But yeah, other than Bayonetta, this is the first M-rated game, and it's Legend of Zelda, people. So, I guess they're just trying to broaden their horizons. I don't know. But
Probably trying to appeal to a larger audience.
yeah, I mean they're not like there's no blood or gore or anything, but like I said, the most fan service you're gonna get is Sia, boobs. Just gonna put it out there. I mean, you can literally tell. If you look at her, her boobs are literally out. They do it on purpose. We can see this. Zelda's sort of fan service-y. What I mean by that is you can kind of see she's got boobs as well, and her dress, you can kind of see up her skirt, I'm not going to lie. So again, that's kind of fan servicey. The Great Fairy is clearly fan servicey. When I use her, which I'll probably use her another time, you'll see what I mean by that. Well, if you played Ocarina of Time, you'll know what I mean. Put it this way. It's that, but worse. it's like HD sort of thing, and her model's improved and all that jazz. Um, I'm not doing very well with Fierce Theatre Link, which is a problem because it's Fierce Theatre Link. But there you go. I'm just trying to kill the prison here because it's annoying. There we go. Let's get him down. Oh no, I haven't showed off the Triforce. Oh, I'll show it off in a minute. I keep forgetting. But yeah, Fierce Deity Mask Link, or Kid Link, I guess, is not to be underestimated in this game. But yeah, so we got a lot of fan servicey in this game. Lana's kind of fan servicey. I mean, in her outfit, her normal outfit, I guess she's kind of, like I said, she's kind of like an idol. So she's kind of like the cute little girl sort of thing. But in her, trying to think. In her Guardian of Time outfit, which is basically her original outfit. This is basically her outfit before Sia became evil and stuff. You can kind of see fan servicey in her outfit because you can see that she has boobs like Sia. Well, they're the same person, so it kind of makes sense. But you know, so there's a lot of that. There's a lot of fan service in this game and whatnot. But
Yeah.
you know,
The
Cool.
person who was commenting in the chat asked about if we have a channel, so I posted a link to it.
oh right, yeah, awesome, yeah, we have a channel. We do exist. It's so special. Yeah, we have a channel. I do want to stream more and stuff. You know, I don't mind. I mean, I'm playing games all the damn time, so you know, if I don't really mind. If it's not too much hassle, then I'll do it. I really don't mind, you know, and whatnot. It's just a bunch of fun. But yes, we do have a channel, GamebustersUK. You know, at the moment, well, I'm not going to go into the channel because that's the channel sort of thing. But yeah, I just finished using Fierce Deity Link, but yeah, he is broken. Yeah, I actually really like his victory. It's kind of cool. It's just kind of like, here you go, this is Fierce Deity Link, and then he takes off the mask and it's Kid Link. You know, so it's kind of like people are like, oh, Kid Link's so adorable, but as soon as he goes into Fierce Deity Link, he's like a beast. You know. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. He just cuts through the screen and then he takes the mask off. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, really, Link's got a massive sword. Like, I mean, Kid Link anyway. He's holding a massive sword, but people are saying it's because he's still got the gold bracelet from Ocarina of Time, and that's why he can lift stuff, which I guess makes sense. You know, because they do say like the Majora's Mask Link is a better version of the Ocarina of Time one and whatnot and stuff. But yeah, so I guess one more. Is that all right? Is that all right with you, James?
Yeah, should be fine.
Should be fine. Yeah, these don't take very long. I mean, I'm just going to be leveling up anyway. These don't take very long, so I'll do one more. If anyone wants to suggest a character, say so soon. Otherwise, I might just go random, or I'll ask Jamie to pick another one. But, I'm just you get a lot of weapons in this game. The good thing is, though, is you can sell some of these weapons. Well, you kind of have to. At a certain point, if you get too many weapons, they kind of force you to sell a weapon. Which is fine, because, you know, there are better weapons, so you can just be like, okay, I'll get rid of that weapon, la la la. And it really doesn't take long to get another weapon anyway, so, yeah, that's fine with that. But, yeah, if you're ever playing this game and you want to level up, I'd choose a rack up KO mission. Because it's just, like I say, it's the best way to level up. You get a lot of experience. You also get a lot of materials as well, and you get rupees as well. So you can buy potions and that and whatnot. So it's all pretty good. Right, so let's do this one again. Hello, BGS. I think it's a BGS. Yes, it is. Hello. Hello. You're Asari to say though, we're finishing up. We're
Yes.
finishing up soon, but I'll upload this to YouTube. For anyone who misses it, I'll be uploading this to YouTube. So don't worry. If you guys want to see us again on the channel or whatever, you missed us, I will be uploading it to the channel. But yes. So I'm gonna wait here for a little bit to give you guys to think. But if anyone would like to suggest one last character suggestion, I'm going to answer to anyone. Well, the first person to post. First person to post a character suggestion will get the choice. And if no one does, I will leave it up to Jamie. So yeah. And I'm also going to leave up the weapons as well. So, well, actually, no. I'll get Jamie to choose a weapon. That's what I'll do. So, I'll just sit here and wait for a bit. So, yeah. Well, depending on the character, because not every character has a different weapon. But yeah.
Yeah.
And they could choose any character. We could do Tingle again if they want. We could do Link if they want. I don't care. But yeah. So, I didn't really while I wait, I guess I didn't really talk too much about Ruto, when I was using it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can see there. She pretty much just uses the water. She basically just she does waves and stuff.
Yeah.
She's an alright character. The only problem again with her is that her moves have a lot of slowdown, so the enemy can kind of whack you about and stuff. That's the only problem I have with her. And her strong attack, she pretty much just stands there and throws waves at you, which is awesome. But the problem is, if the opponent gets behind you, they can just keep hitting you and hitting you and hitting you. And the thing is, when you're in that mode, you don't get knocked back. So, I mean, it would be helpful if you got knocked back, because at least then you can quickly get out. But because you don't get knocked back, you're just standing there taking damage. So you have to stop the attack by cancelling it by pressing the B button. Human Midna, done. Alright. Video Game Stupid has called it, so let me yes. I've used Human Midna once in this game. I don't mind she's in this game. I mean, I found it kind of interesting when I first saw the Japanese trailer of Twilight Midna being released, and I was like, okay, this is interesting, because, you know, we don't really know what Twilight Midna is capable of, because we never see in Twilight Princess. The only thing I will say about this is she's a little lackluster. Her combos are cool, but, I don't know. For someone who can control Twilight, I expected more. That's what I mean to say. It's kind of like with Lana. You know, she has a spell book, and she doesn't really do anything with it. You know, Midna has the power of Twilight, and she doesn't really do anything with it. So, in my opinion, anyway. Now, apologies for all those Midna fans out there. You know, she's still. I mean, I have to admit, you know, again, fan service. You know, she's a pretty character, but she just lacks. She lacks her combos. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. She's the worst character in this game. If anyone wants to know, is probably Agatha. Ironically enough. Oh damn! I don't have an XP. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't have an XP share. Doesn't matter. I'll just choose one. Basically, she uses the mirror of Twilight to summon things, kind of like Lana. So yeah, so I couldn't get Jamie to choose the weapon because she only uses one weapon, so it doesn't matter. Another time. Yeah. Well, actually, I know what I'll do is next time. CDI Zelda characters. I don't think they're in the game. That would be hilarious if there was CDI characters, unless there's something I don't know. Please, please tell me. Unless there's something I don't know, but yes, I don't know much about the CDI characters. I only know that the CDI Zelda games are quite bad.
Yeah.
They are bad, but they're hilarious. They're hilarious, you know. I remember things like Ganondorf being killed by a book and things like that. So that's kind of hilarious. Oh yeah, I remember. I think one of the characters will, like, tell Link. He says, "Throw the book at him." He throws the book, and then Ganon just dies. That's just kind of funny and stuff. Yeah. And like you've got like quotes like the guy saying, "Come back if you're mature" and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty funny. So yeah. Ah. Um, can you do me a quick favor, Jamie? He's just
Yep.
posted the link. Can you have a quick look at it for me?
Yeah, I'm now
Um,
going on it.
Unless there's a mod. I don't know. This is an actual mod. I mean, if there is actual CDI characters in this game, that's amazing. But I don't know how you'd get them. Um, Unless it's a costume. It might be a costume. I don't know. Because I haven't got all the costumes in this game, so it could be a costume. I'm not sure. But then that'd be amazing. Unless, like I say, it might be a mod, or it might be just a rumor or something.
No, it's fake.
Yeah, it's
That's
fake.
a mock-up.
Oh, okay.
That's a well done Hyrule Warriors mock-up.
I can't look at it right now, unfortunately. But I'll look at it afterwards. But yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so here's
I didn't.
toy. Sorry, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't think they would because
Yeah,
that's sort of not exactly something that Nintendo would want to acknowledge because the only
yeah,
reason they were able to be made was because of a deal that fell through between Philips and them. So,
yeah,
and that was because of inside the contract and that, which meant they were able to do it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I mentioned this. No, I mean, I didn't mention. I'm trying to think. I was talking to Jamie before when we were recording. I think it was Prince of Persia. Speaking of links, about that Rayman link. I mean, it's not surprising that people can make links that not links, sorry, that fakes that convincing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's people. So many people. I even found out that even more people thought that Rayman leak was real, and I'm just like, really? Was I like the only person that didn't believe it? I mean, let's say, look, it's convincing. But if it wasn't official from Nintendo, there was no way I was going to believe it. And it wasn't. So I was like, yeah, no, this has got to be fake. I'm sorry. There's just no way. Nintendo would have to acknowledge it for me to, you know, be like, oh yeah, here we go. This is legit. So I didn't believe it. But yeah, I'll have a look at the thing, the thing. The I'll have a look at the mock-up after the stream. Yeah, so Twilight Midna, she's okay. I'll break down her combos. Her first combo, she summons a Wall Master, which is kind of cool, or a Floor Master, I guess. It comes out of the ground and punches the enemy. That's okay. Not really that good though. When she's finished using her Focus Spirit, there we go. Her second combo. Let me get my Focus Spirit up. Da 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 da. Her second combo is kind of rubbish as well. She basically summons this like random light ball thing. It's in Twilight Princess, but it doesn't really do anything. It's just kind of there, really. But anyway, her best combo is this, as you'll soon see in a minute. Let me just do this. Her third combo. She summons the cannon from Twilight Princess. If anyone can remember that, there's a cannon in Twilight Princess that you get shot out of. You have to do that. She summons a Twilight version of that cannon, which is amazing, and that just blasts through the enemies. That's like the best combo. But that's kind of it. The rest of the combos I don't really like. Yeah, I can sort of see it. She kind of does look like, yeah, Bayonetta in the way she does things. I can kind of see it. She actually has the spear. I don't know if anyone can remember the spear in Twilight Princess. When she gets a few shadows and she turns into that weird spider thing, um, Twilight Midnight actually has that spear. She just uses it, so that's kind of cool. Um, by the way, that Spider Midnight is in the game. It's a special move. But yeah, the other move that she does, which isn't as good, is she summons a chair. No, not a chair. Sorry, a bridge. Yes, I kid you not, it's a bridge. Um, I guess it's the Bridge of Elden. I don't know. I assume it's a Bridge of Elden, but she basically just gets a bridge and she just shoots it at the enemy. It's not that great. Might be cool to look at, but it's not very good. It's just not. Damn it, go away, Agarok. Her final combo, she rides Twilight Link, and just runs into the enemy. Again, not that great. So, you know, she's okay, but the only combo I really like is when she uses the cannon. So, I'm trying to think. I swear there's another combo, but I can't think what it is. There's like another combo where she uses the Floor Master. Oh, I remember. Another thing you could do with Focus Spirit is while you're in Focus Spirit mode, if you don't want to rack up your KO or make it last longer, what you can actually do is you can make the weak point of an enemy, like a boss or something. You can make the weak point diminish faster. I'll show you actually. Basically, if you do this, well, let's say if you do this, then their weak point comes sooner than later, which is handy if you want to beat a boss really quickly, because you can just be like, here you go, boom. Now I can just demolish your weak point. The only downside to this is your Focus Spirit dies. It goes instantly. So it kind of depends. If you want to keep your Focus Spirit, don't use it. If you are not bothered and you just want to like kill the enemy quicker, then just use that. Her one is kind of weird. Well, what she does is, as you might have just seen on the stream, I'm not sure how much delay it is, she basically just throws a tear and breaks the screen. That's pretty much what she does. Which is what she does in Twilight Princess, for those of you who don't know. She breaks the mirror with her tears, and that's pretty much her Focus Spirit attack, I guess. Is she just throws a tear and it just breaks the screen. So cool looking, but yeah. So she has a Twilight Floor Master, which is kind of cool looking. Wizthro actually has the original Floor Master, which I might show him off next time, which is kind of cool. One of the attacks, one of the Focus Spirit's attacks, he summons a Floor Master that just slams onto the opponent, which is kind of cool. But yeah, one of his attacks is a Floor Master grab, which he literally just grabbed the opponent and slammed him to the ground, which is pretty awesome. So, oh, I didn't want her to do that. No, why did you do that? Oh well. Let's get the imprisoned out of here. Yes, I meant to say that. She rides Twilight Link. Yes. Did I mention that Epona is in this game, and you can actually use Link Link rides Epona, but yeah. But what I will say, briefly, is Link is still better using the Master Sword. Epona is great and all, but she's just nothing. I'm sorry, she's nothing compared to the Master Sword. I'm sorry, Epona. I love you and all, but the Master Sword is just better. It's a different playstyle, but well, the funny thing about Epona is she's slower than Link running on his feet, which is hilarious. It's a horse. I mean, come on, it's a horse. You'd think a horse would run faster than a human, but Link runs. He sprints. He sprints like Twilight Princess. Not Twilight Princess. Sorry, Skyward Sword. But Epona, because most people will know when you ride Epona, you can press the A button to dash, and he runs faster, like in
Yeah.
Ocarina of Time or whatever. But because there's no dash, like I mentioned about Twilight Midna, the not this one, the Imp one, the other one. Um, Basically, there's no dash, just like her. So you're running casually, and because of that, you know, even when you run, you're still running casually. So a lot of characters can run faster than Epona because she can't dash, which is I still I wish they included it somehow. Well, no, actually, I lie. They do include it, but it's an attack. It's an attack. It's not a permanent dash. Basically, if you press the A button, the little like carrot meter thing will appear, and opponent will just run into the enemy and stomp on them, which is cool to look, but it's not a proper dash, so you can't dash with opponent, which is slightly annoying. But there you go. Oh, and yeah, that was the last one. The Gilded Horse. Well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, when you use opponent, you are using the Master Sword, but opponent is the weapon, so you're basically running around stomping on enemies, which is kind of cool. I will admit. There's one where she turns around and she does like a back kick, and then Link like throws arrows at the enemies. So, oh, here's Twilight.
Alright.
Here's Twilight's Midna's finisher anyway. She's just standing next to Twilight Wolf Link. She just coaches him. He's like a pet, a little pet sort of thing. So, but yeah. That is that's the final one. I might do some missions next time to spice things up a bit, but I'll be doing different characters anyway. But what I'm going to do next time, I'm going to try to remember to do this. Next time, I'm going to use Link, but I'm going to get Jamie, if Jamie joins me. If not, I'll choose it myself. If Jamie joins me, I'll get him to choose a different weapon next time for Link, because he has loads. He has like 7 or something. Let me have a look. How many has he?
Alright.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he has 7. So yeah. Anyways, guys, Link cosplay packs yesterday on Link had a ball bag. Was tied. Really? Oh wow. Well, that's that's interesting. That's a bit like S&M going on there. A bit damn. Bit of crazy stuff then. But yes. Sadly, guys, I'll be ending the stream now. I've kind of got to have my dinner, and I'm sure Jamie's got things to do. So.
Actually, my dinner's just done, actually, so...
So yeah, perfect timing, look at that.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm going to upload this to YouTube, so don't worry if you've missed it. Keep an eye out for our channel. If you don't know our channel, Jamie did put a link in the video in the description sort of thing. It's just GamebustersUK. So yeah, and follow me if you want to see some more, if you haven't followed me yet. And yeah, I'll be doing some more sessions next week. Thank you, Jamie, for joining me. And
No problem.
yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye for now. Ah, awesome.